ఓకే. లైవ్ స్టార్టెడ్. సో, అందరికీ నమస్కారం. గుడ్ ఈవెనింగ్ అండి. అనిల్ గారు, నవీన్ గారు, సుధాకర్ గారు,
గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ అండి.
EC and board, everybody. Now, let's first play the TTA video about TTA. Then we will start officially. Hold on, please.
ఆడియో
ఉరకలెత్తే ఉద్యమ చరిత్ర, హృదయాలు ఉప్పొంగే ఘనత, తరతరాల సంస్కృతి, వీటిని వారసత్వ ఘన నేపథ్యాలుగా కలిగి ఈ అమెరికాలో స్థిరపడిన తెలంగాణ తెలుగు వారిని సాంప్రదాయిక సామూహిక వేడుకలతో సామాజిక సేవా దృక్పథంతో కలిపిన తెలంగాణ అమెరికా తెలుగు సంఘం 9 ఏళ్ల నాడు మొలకెత్తిన ఈ సంస్థ మీ అందరి సహకారంతో 10వ సంవత్సరంలోకి సగర్వంగా అడుగు పెడుతున్న శుభ సందర్భం ఇది. మాన్యులు మానవతామూర్తి, ఔషధ పారిశ్రామికవేత్త డాక్టర్ పైళ్ల మల్లారెడ్డి గారి ప్రేరణతో రూపుదిద్దుకున్న ఈ తెలుగు కళల తోట తెలంగాణ సేవల కోట, తెలంగాణ భాషా సంస్కృతుల సమాదరణతో పాటు సామాజిక సముద్ధరణ కార్యక్రమాలతో కూడిన లక్ష్యాలను ఏర్పరుచుకుంది. డాక్టర్ పైళ్ల మల్లారెడ్డి గారు వ్యవస్థాపకులుగా, విజయపాల్ రెడ్డి గారు చైర్ గా, డాక్టర్ మోహన్ రెడ్డి పటోళ్ల గారు కోచైర్, భరత్ మాదాడి గారు, శ్రీనివాస్ అనుగు గారులు సభ్యులుగా ఏర్పడిన అడ్వైజరీ కౌన్సిల్ మన సంస్థకు అందిస్తున్న దిశా నిర్దేశ ఫలితంగా ఇక్కడ అమెరికాలోను, అక్కడ తెలంగాణలోను సాంస్కృతిక సామాజిక రంగాల్లో చేస్తున్న కృషి సత్ఫలితాలను అందిస్తుంది. ఇందులో భాగంగా ప్రతి సంవత్సరం మన సాంప్రదాయ బతుకమ్మ, బోనాల పండుగలు నిర్వహిస్తూ ఇతర సాంస్కృతిక కార్యక్రమాలతో వినోదాన్ని పంచుతోంది. అదే విధంగా విద్య, సాంకేతిక, వాణిజ్య విషయాలకు సంబంధించిన సెమినార్లు నిర్వహిస్తోంది. అమెరికాలో వీసా వంటి సమస్యలను ఎదుర్కొంటోన్న తెలంగాణ యువతకు చేయూతనందించడంతో పాటు వివిధ రంగాల్లో వారికి శిక్షణా తరగతులను సైతం నిర్వహిస్తోంది. కోవిడ్ విపత్తు సమయంలో మన సంస్థ అందించిన సేవలు మరుపురానివి. సంఘ వ్యవస్థాపక అధ్యక్షులు, మహత్తర సేవా తత్పరులు అయిన డాక్టర్ మల్లారెడ్డి గారు ఈ మధ్య 2 కోట్ల రూపాయల విరాళాన్ని ఇరు రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వాలకు అందజేయడం ప్రశంసనీయం. 2 ఏళ్లకోసారి నిర్వహించే TTA సేవా డేస్ లో భాగంగా 2023 డిసెంబర్ నెలలో గత అధ్యక్షులు శ్రీ వంశీరెడ్డి కంచరకుంట్ల గారి సారథ్యంలో పుట్టిన గడ్డకు సేవ, గట్టి సంకల్పానికి తోవా నినాదంతో తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్రంలోని వివిధ ప్రాంతాలలో సేవా కార్యక్రమాన్ని చేపట్టారు. పాఠశాలలు, దేవాలయాల పునరుద్ధరణ, ఉచిత నేత్ర చికిత్సా శిబిరాలు, విద్యార్థులకు స్కాలర్షిప్లు వంటి అనేక కార్యక్రమాలు నిర్వహించారు. శ్రీ మోహన్ రెడ్డి పటోళ్ల గారు దివ్యాంగులకు కృత్రిమ అవయవాలు అందించి 3 చక్రాల వాహనాలు కూడా పంపిణీ చేసి వారి దీవెనలు అందుకున్నారు. ఈ సంవత్సరం 2025-26 సంవత్సరాలకు నూతన అధ్యక్షుడిగా ఎన్నికైన శ్రీ నవీన్ రెడ్డి మల్లిపెద్ది గారు 2025వ సంవత్సరానికి గాను ఇప్పటికే చాలా కార్యక్రమాలకు శ్రీకారం చుట్టారు. శ్రీ భరత్ మాదాడి గారు తమ స్వస్థలమైన గంగవరం గ్రామంలో కాంట్రాక్ట్ ఆపరేషన్లు నిర్వహించి కళ్ళ జోళ్లు కూడా అందించి మన్ననలు పొందారు. ఈ 2 సంవత్సరాలు మీ అందరి సహాయ సహకారాలతో ప్రెసిడెంట్ నవీన్ రెడ్డి గారి నూతనమైన ఆలోచనలు ఫలవంతం కావాలని తెలంగాణ అమెరికా తెలుగు సంఘం మరిన్ని కొత్త పుంతలు తొక్కాలని కోరుకుంటూ జై తెలంగాణ, జై భారత్.
Thank you for listening to our TTA goal and our leadership vision. And I would like to now ask Naveen Reddy Garu to say a few words.
థ్యాంక్ యూ కవిత గారు, థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్. అండ్ వీడియో బాగుంది. ఇనీషియల్గా ఫస్ట్ ప్లే చేయడం చాలా చాలా బాగుంది. ఆర్గనైజేషన్ గురించి మనం చెప్పుకోవడం కన్నా వీడియో ప్లే చేస్తే అందరికీ మనం ఏం చేస్తున్నామో కూడా తెలుస్తుంది. థ్యాంక్ యూ దానికి, అది చేసినందుకు. And first of all, let me thank our founder, Dr. Pellamalla Reddy Garu, and our advisory council, Vijaypal Reddy Garu, and Mohan Reddy Patlola Garu, Bharat Madadi Garu, Srini Anu Garu, and past President Vamshi Garu. And also, thank you to all the EC and Executive Committee and Board of Directors, RVP, Standing Committee, and volunteers. And వచ్చిన ప్రతి ఒక్కరు ఇక్కడ జాయిన్ అయిన ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ ఫర్ జాయినింగ్ అండ్ లిజనింగ్. అండ్ ఇది ఎందుకంటే ఈ వెబినార్ చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ వెబినార్. థ్యాంక్స్ టు అవర్ స్పీకర్ అనిల్ గాంధీ గారు. ఎంత బిజీ టైంలో కూడా మేము చాలా వీడియో చూస్తూ ఉన్నాము. బట్ ఎన్నిసార్లు విన్నా ఏదో కొత్త విషయం అయితే తెలుస్తూనే ఉంది. అండ్ థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ మీ ఇంత బిజీ టైంలో ఇచ్చినందుకు టీటీఏకి థ్యాంక్ యూ. అండ్ బిగ్ స్పాన్సర్గా ఉంటున్నందుకు కొన్ని ఇయర్స్గా ఉంటున్నందుకు థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ దానికి కూడా. అండ్ డాలస్ టీమ్ మీది చెప్పినప్పుడు మేము చాలా హ్యాపీ అయినాం. ఎందుకంటే ట్యాక్సెస్లో ఎంత మనీ చేస్తాము అన్న కన్నా ఎక్కువ ఎంత సేవ్ చేపిస్తారో అన్నది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ సబ్జెక్ట్ అది. సో థ్యాంక్ యూ అనిల్ గారు, స్పెషల్ థ్యాంక్స్. అండ్ ఆల్సో నాగమణి గారు అండ్ సందీప్ అండ్ హోల్ డాలస్ టీమ్. అండ్ కవిత గారు థ్యాంక్ యూ. శివ, నరసింహ, దీపిక థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్. అండ్ జాయిన్ అయిన ప్రతి ఒక్కరు, సుధాకర్ గారు, ఇక్కడ నిశాంక్, ఎవరు ఇక్కడ జాయిన్ అయిన ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్. థ్యాంక్ యూ అండి. కవిత గారు.
Thank you, Naveen Garu. Thank you so much. Now I would like to request Mani from Dallas team to introduce our today's guest speaker, Anil Garu.
Okay, Kavitha Garu. Thank you very much, Naveen Garu, for giving this opportunity, and thank you everyone for TTA, all the members, and good evening everyone. This is Mani from Dallas team, and it's my pleasure to introduce today's distinguished speaker, Anil Gandhi Garu. And Anil Garu brings over 20 years of experience in the finance profession, and having served as a finance controller, CFO, and in other senior executive roles across globally recognized companies like Amazon, Starbucks, PwC, and Sun Edition. And he's a Forbes Finance Council member and has been honored with prestigious recognitions, including the 2025 Congressional Award at Capitol Hill and the Business Excellence Award from TV9. And as the founder and CEO, AG Fintechs, Anil Garu leads a firm that provides nationwide services in tax planning, tax filing, bookkeeping, financial CFO services, India compliance, estate, and financial planning. And please join me as a I'll introduce Anil Gandhi Garu. Welcoming.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So let's start.
Yeah, Anil.
Yeah,
Please
okay.
go ahead, Anil
Yeah.
Garu.
Thank you very much, Andy. Thanks to the TTA for giving me this opportunity to connect with my community. And President Garu, thank you very much for your under leadership this year. It's really rocking so many events, and completely Dallas is at a different level right now with the TTA. I'm so happy to be part of this. And thank you very much to Sandeep, Kavitha Garu, Nagamani Garu, and all other leaders also. Oh, Maganian is also here.
Hi,
Okay.
Gani.
So and and there are a lot of very big leadership team is there, TTA strong team. But thank you very much, and let's get into the topic. I do also see a lot of non-Telugu speaking people also join, so I'm trying to control my Telugu language. Rather, I'll try to talk in English so that it will be helpful to everyone. Okay. Yeah. Okay. First of all, good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for joining. Today, this topic is very important, because the big changes in the law happens when great leaders come into the picture. So every 4 or 5 years, president changes in America, but sometimes some people leave their footprints. So I'm not a political guy, I'm only talking about the finance perspective. And we got our new president, Donald Trump, recently, and they introduced a brand new tax law. It's called the One Big Beautiful Bill. So there is so much of impact. every taxpayer in America is going to be impacted, whether you are just a student or otherwise you are already a retired person or you are an investor. If you are a taxpayer, you are going to be impacted. This is very important. Every year we have been filing taxes. Our accountants will take care of it. But why do we need to know? You need to know because finally you are paying taxes from your pocket. Your accountant, if you just blindly trust your accountant, what they do? You give the numbers, they're plugging the numbers and just file the taxes. But no, you are paying the taxes. If you have some basic knowledge on how do you optimize it, how do you keep the hard end money? It's not about what we keep, what we earn. It's about what we earn, what we keep it at the pocket is more important than what you are earning. And when you look at that from the point when you earn, from the point when what money goes into the pocket, if you look into the expenses, taxes are the biggest expense. So that is the reason we need to know this. It is not an optional to know about the basic taxes. It is a mandatory that everyone needs to learn. When you are knowledgeable, whenever you work with an accountant or CPA, they give more value, the productivity will be more. But if you present yourself to an accountant or CPA that you don't know anything, they don't even spend time with you. So finally, who is the loser? You are the loser. So now let's get into the topic. So many new provisions are there. So much of changes are going to happen in the economy in the next few months. Let's get into the topic now. I'm sharing my screen. So a small disclaimer, today whatever I'm talking is, it's an interpretation of law as per our best knowledge and with our experience. Sometimes what happens when the big bills acts comes like this, they keep issuing notices, clarifications for every 3 months once. So as of now, this is what the interpretation we are doing it. So there may be some subject to changes will be there. And also because this is a brand new act, there are a lot of provisions will be there. Sometimes it may be applicable, it might not be applicable. My recommendation is talk to your accountant or CPA, or at least talk to me. You can schedule a meeting with me. You can see the QR barcode in the bottom of the screen. Just scan the barcode and just schedule a meeting. Let's talk and ensure that that is applicable for you. Then and already Mani Garu is a great intro about me, and thank you very much, Mani Garu. And at a very high level, I have 20 years of experience, core finance tax guy. I am not an IT guy, and I have been receiving so many awards. My awards list itself is big, but here at a very high level, I've been serving as a Forbes Finance Council member. Recently, I received an award at Capitol Hill. This is not an Indian community giving; it's an American community giving the award. Capitol Hill congressional awards I received last month. I went to the Capitol Hill and I got my award from congressman. And I am also a chartered accountant from India. Apart from the regular tax filing, bookkeeping, accounting, CFO services, wealth management, I also help on India compliances. How do you move money from India to here? I'm a chartered accountant, so I am expert on this. Both the laws, US and India, both laws are my expertise. So if you need any help or anything, we are there. Apart from that, we are also we recently introduced wealth management. It's not about what you earn. How do you build your wealth is very, very important. So we introduced wealth management. We launched a lot of programs. If you follow my social media, you'll come to know. And we are also introducing loans processing. If you're looking for mortgage loans, commercial loans, line of credits, or SBL loans, anything if you need, just reach out to me. You can see my contact details at the bottom of the screen. So you can just send an email to us. We will take care of it. Yeah, and I am supported with a very big team of around 75 people, US and India together. We are a team of licensed CPAs, chartered accountants, licensed financial advisors, cost accountants, and many other finance professionals. And as I said, we help our clients in tax filing. If you filed an extension already with some other accountant or CPA, still we should be able to help you. So you don't think that you have to restrict with them. It is very common in our industry. People change their accountant or CPS. If you are looking for a better service, we are happy to do it. Till now, in the history of our AZ FinTax, we have not even received a single audit notice at any state level or federal level. This is not an easy achievement. This is a very complex internal process systems we built in to avoid all the red flags. So we are happy to work with you on tax filing and things. And tax planning, if you are a self-employed or a business owner, there are so much of opportunity to save taxes. There is a planning can be done. Legal, there are so many because of the new tax law, a lot of changes have come up. Are you expected to read everything? No. Even you read it, do you know whether it is applicable for you or not? No. That's where we help on our clients on tax planning services, tax planning, financial planning, retirement planning, kids education planning, all these things we do together. Just schedule a meeting with me and let's talk and see if we can help you in any way. Next, when we talk about money, as I mentioned, if you can control, like example, this is what you earn. 50% you are spending money in the taxes. If you can save this money, then your wealth accumulation happens much faster. You might have been paying taxes for the last 10, 20 years, but have you ever worked on the tax planning? See this example of successful millionaires and billionaires, Warren Buffett, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, including our great President Donald Trump. What are the taxes they pay? How much taxes they pay? They know where to focus. That is why they are successful. If you want to build the wealth, you need to know where to press your button, how to keep the money what you earn. So that's what, and legally, and people think that a lot of people say that no, my accountant, my CPA told me that I cannot do anything more. If anything more, if I do, I will be behind the bars. No, because of the inefficiency, they say that. Then why no one is behind the bars? Why Jeff Bezos, why Trump is not behind the bars? Legally, there are ways. But you need to work. If there is a problem in the heart, you need to work with a cardiologist, not with a family physician. Family physician, every year there is a small problem. Every year they do annual checkups done. But if there is a problem in the heart, if a bypass surgery has to happen, a cardiologist has to come in. Like that, we are certified tax planners. We are not regular accountants. We are beyond. So that's what we bring the value. Anyway, apart from that, one concept which I want to explain: whatever money we earn, what we do, we go and invest money either in the stock market or real estate. What is an average rate of return? 10%, 15%. Market goes up, market goes down. But imagine if you can start investing in a tax smart investment opportunities. Like example, when you keep just throwing an example, 401k. I know most of you don't even contribute to the 401k. If you invest money in the 401k, you save 30% taxes. On top of that, every year you invest money in the stock market, you enjoy the returns. Like that, whatever money we earn, first list down what are the things you can do for the tax saving. After that, if any money left over, then only go and invest in the stock market or go and invest in the real estate. Otherwise, don't do that. There are so many tax smart investment opportunities are available. If you have this extra investable amount, you can scan the barcode of the QR barcode in the bottom of the screen to the corner. RE investment, tax smart investment opportunities are so many are there. A lot of people come to me. We analyze the deals and we recommend our clients. If anyone is interested, just scan the barcode. And the last one is there is a lot of car wash fund opportunities are coming up because of this new tax law. For every investment you are doing, you are going to get a negative K1s, which will help to reduce your tax liabilities. Let's get into the topic. Now, this law, the one big beautiful bill. Bill was passed on July 4th, which is just around 2 weeks back, 3 weeks before. TTA is always ahead. They took the action item that, okay, come on, we want to share this knowledge with our community. That's what I am here today. So Sandeep coordinated with me. Whatever the changes are coming up, we need to be ahead of the game to learn what is happening. So at a very high level, this new tax bill has 102 provisions. Each provision can be explained in detail, but now we don't have so much of time. But I am covering up what are more relevant for our community, considering our Indian community, Asian community, is what I'm covering here. And this entire law is around 500 pages document, and there is an impact of $4.5 trillion economy impact in the next 10 years because of these changes. So what are the major changes? Let's focus on this. The first and the most important. Next year, technically, if at all, but Trump has not come into the picture. From next year onwards, our tax rates are supposed to be increased. But because of this new bill, they said, no more tax increases. Let's bring it down further. That's what we know. This only with this, otherwise next year, our highest tax rate could be 39.6%. But now because of this new bill, it is only at 37%. Assume if at all, if this bill is not there, government would have got $1.5 trillion extra income because of the taxes. So in simple terms, this tax bill is causing government $1.5 trillion government is losing as a revenue. And standard deduction. In America, whatever money you earn, being a resident, you don't need to pay taxes for the first so much of amount. For this year, it is $29,200. From next year onwards, under previous government regulations, it is supposed to be $16,000 is what standard deduction we call. But with this new bill, it is going to be $31,000. So imagine, even you are not seeing the direct impact. You're supposed to pay a lot of taxes, but you are not going to pay more taxes because of this new bill. And the big change is very big change. This is a salt. Everyone should know this. If your income is less than $500,000, and if you are filing itemized return, this slide is for you. You are going to save around $8,000 to $10,000 only of this one slide. Actually, literal savings. Instead of paying to IRS, you are keeping it. Otherwise, if you are already W2, you are going to get the refunds because of this one slide. So in general, whatever state taxes we pay, it could be if you're living in New Jersey, New York, or California, the state taxes are very high. And also property taxes, like if you're living in Texas state, property taxes are high. If whatever the state taxes or property taxes you pay, you can claim it as a deduction when you file itemized return. But there was a limit of $10,000. Now this limit is increased to $40,000 as long as your income is less than $500,000. So definitely it could be a very good push to a lot of people. Very, very good one. Actually, this is a really good one. Around $10,000 savings will be there just because of this one change on your total tax liabilities. And no income tax on tips. So during the election campaign time, Trump said there won't be any taxes on the tips, won't be any taxes on overtime, and there won't be any taxes on social security income. There are some changes happen. Everything, whatever he promised, he is not successful in getting all the approvals from the Senate and House. But finally, if you are getting tips from your income on your W2, along with the W2, like example, if you're running if you're working in a saloon shop, or otherwise if you're working in a restaurant, you might be getting tips. Those tips are generally taxable. But right now, these tips are up to $25,000. No taxes on the tips. More than $25,000 if you get, you need to pay taxes. Overtime. If you are getting overtime income, if you're a doctor, or if you are a physician, or if you are a nurse, if you're working, generally people work on overtime is very common in hospital industry. So in medical industry. So if you get overtime income like that in your W2, you don't need to pay taxes for the first $12,500 on your overtime income. And this slide is a brand new, first time ever they're introducing this class. If you are buying any car this year in 2025 onwards, if you're buying any car, you can get a tax deduction for the interest what you pay on your EMS. It was never there before. So this is for 25,000. So up to $10,000, you can get it as a tax deduction. But the condition is the car is supposed to be assembled in US only. So if you are buying the car, you need to you need to ensure that is a US assembled car, and also you need to give your VPIN VI number. Sorry, VI number when you file your taxes, and you can get this car loan interest deduction even though you are filing standard tax return. Itemized standard. There are two models are there. I'm not going in detail. Whether you're filing itemized or standard, you can get this $10,000 extra tax deductions. This is a brand new tax. See, this is all what happens. Because of all this, your take home will go up now from this year. Okay. Then electric vehicle tax credit. We all are familiar that if you are buying any electric vehicle, you can get a tax credit of $7,500. But unfortunately, one second. Sorry, they switched on the lights. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So if $7,500 is going to get an electric tax credit, if you are familiar, you might be familiar. That is the reason why you see so many Indians are using Tesla cars, because they get $7,500 electric tax credit. But unfortunately, this was introduced by Biden, but now Trump has come and said that no more electric vehicle tax credit. That is the reason why Elon Musk and Trump are fighting for the last couple of months because of this new tax bill. So if you are, this is going to be completely off from September 30th, 2025. If you or your friends are trying to buy a car, please inform them to buy the electric car. If it could be Tesla or any electric car before September 30th. Please take the screenshot of this car and share it with your friends, because after September 30th, you cannot do anything. It's gone. Okay, $7,500 is a credit, is a dollar. So credit means government is putting money in your pocket. You can use this money to take care of the tax liabilities. $7,500 money you are going to lose if you don't buy the car before September 30th, if you are planning to buy. Otherwise, also you can buy, but you will not get the tax credit. Then one more, a brand new act, brand new clause is Trump account. If you have kids who are under 18 years, you can open Trump account. The name itself is Trump account. You can open a Trump account and you can contribute every year $5,000 per kid. You have 2 kids, $10,000. 4 kids, $20,000. You can contribute. So, and this money, it's like a 529 mix, 529 IRA mix type. When you contribute, you will not get any tax deductions, but from there, this money can be invested in the stock market and the money grows tax deferred or tax free, as long as you can withdraw this money for education purpose, buying a house, starting a business, or these are the main, education, buying a house, and for any other starting a business or any qualified expenses. Imagine every year you are saving money, $5,000 for every kid every year. With the next 18 years, if you are saving the money, that itself is a good saving. And also this money is invested in the stock market. Money grows, and these guys can withdraw this money also after 18 years. And on top of that, now a new provision came up. Employer, if you are a business owner, employer can also give $2,500 for every kid of an employee. Like example, I have 10 employees. Every 10 employees has 2 kids. So total 20 kids our employees total together have 20 kids. On every kid, I can, as an employer, as AZ FinTech owner, I can give $2,500. I can deposit on all 20 kids. And this is a tax deductible expense in the business. For employees, they don't need to pay taxes. This is a great provision. All your pay slips are going to change now. After this, once they share all the final details, but this is the new act. We are yet to get a lot more details on this, but this is a new one. Stay tuned with us, but to lot more details on this concept of how it's working and everything. And also, on top of that, cherry on the tip. If your kid is born between 2025 and 2028, government is going to give you $1,000 for every kid one time. The $1,000, what the concept is, when the kid born, government wants to deposit $1,000, and the money has to be deposited in the stock market. After 18 years, this $1,000 might become few thousands of dollars, or it could grow much bigger. That money can be used for the kids' education purpose, or marriage, or to start a business. They're encouraging to start a business. They're encouraging kids to start a business or to buy a house. Really a great provision. So they are going to deposit. In India, you have seen governments depositing money in our accounts. In the same way, they're introducing a new concept here of $1,000 Trump account. Then one more new change in charitable contributions. Generally, we do a lot of charities. We go and you might have given donations to our TTA, or otherwise you might be donating to some temples. If you are donating to any 501c non-profit organization, you will get a tax deduction only when you file itemized. If you're filing a standard, you do not get any tax deductions. But now you can get up to $2,000, even though you're filing itemized or standard, you can get $2,000 tax deduction. Next one, child tax credit. Child tax credit is if you have kid, every kid, if they are under 18 years, every kid can get $2,200 into their on the name of kid. You are going to get $2,200. It will be adjusted with your tax liability. If you have 4 kids, for $2,800, that is $8,800. You are going to get as child tax credit. So this is also a big change happened. Then 529 accounts. Being a finance professional, I have been this, I have always received so many questions about 529 plan. People say that 529 plans are not good, they cannot be used, there is no flexibility. A lot of questions generally come. But now with this new bill, so much of flexibility is given to 529 plans. Now you can start investing on your 529 plan, kid's name, and this money can be invested in the stock market. Money can be used for any qualified expenses. But now the new changes are this money even can be used for any buying materials or entering online tutoring classes. Your kids might be attending so many math classes, coding classes, all those online learning classes can be allowed. This 529 accounts can be used. And also therapies, if kids need any therapies, like disabled kids, or if they need support, you can use this 529 account for those activities also, which is so that they're encouraging everyone to invest money in 529 account now, and you can use the money for your kids requirements, kids education purpose, day-to-day education. Then now, one more big thing, able accounting. It is for people who are disabled. Able, disabled. This is for the disabled. Like in my community, in our community, we see a lot of people disabled. It can be physical disability or mental disability. So if you know any of your friends or kids are facing any challenges, this screen is for them. So please inform them. They can, like 529, like Trump account, they can also on able accounting, they can invest $15,060 for every kid every year. They can contribute this money, but they will not get a tax deductions. But this money can be invested in the stock market, and the money grows, and this money can be used in any time in their lifetime for any qualified medical disability related expenses. So this is a really good one, because see what we do generally, whatever money we have, we put invest in the stock market in general. But whatever money we get growth, we need to pay taxes. But these all are tax deferred accounts, we call. That means you don't need to pay taxes right now on the growth. And as long as you use the money for the given purpose, you don't need to pay taxes. So this is an able accounting used for the disabled kids. I know a lot of community, in our community, so many disabled kids are there. Please inform them. This would be a very good support for them. Then one more change, HSA, health savings account. So generally health savings account is one of the best account to have. If anyone doesn't have an HSA, definitely my strong recommendation is to reconsider, because HSA has triple advantages. Number one, when you contribute money, you enjoy the tax deductions. When you withdraw money for any qualified medical expenses, you enjoy the tax deduction. It's a tax-free withdrawal. And the third one, you can invest this money in the stock market, and the money can grow tax deferred. There is no other account in the Tax Act which is like an HSA. Three advantages. And generally HSA is only for the people who has high deductible health insurance plan. But now the definition is slightly increased it. So you can also open this account when you have ACA branch plans, catastrophic plans. Now, how do you know all this is? Whenever the new open enrollment is coming up for your company, at your company, look for accounts which can allow you to open HSA account. Everyone, I strongly recommend you, please contribute to HSA. Don't use it for your medical expenses now, and invest this money in a retirement, in a stock market, and let money grow. After 10, 20, 30, 40 years, you can use this money for any of your medical expenses. Right now, don't use it, but contribute it. Then QBID, qualified business income deduction. If you are running a small business, or if you're a self-employed, you are a real estate agent, you are a financial advisor, you are running a dance school, you are running a small kitchen, you are running a restaurant, whatever you do, if you are making any money, you don't need to pay taxes on the 20% of the income. Qualified business income deduction. Like example, you are running a small physician, you are a dentist, like example, you are running a small hospital, you got maybe $200,000 of net profit from your business. 20% is $40,000 flat. You don't need to pay taxes. So this is a QBI. It is there already, but now they made it as a permanent. That means it is continued. Otherwise, it is supposed to be ended by this year, but now they made it as permanent. One more big change. Most of our Indians needs to know this. Last couple of months, there was a big social media. There was a lot of articles, discussions on the social media about international fund remittances. That means if you send money from India to US to India, you were supposed to pay 5%. That was the proposal, 5% in taxes. That means if you send money to your mother or to your account in India, you need to pay 5% taxes. It was the proposed. But now there's a change. You don't need to pay any taxes when you send the money in regular online sources from US to India. But if you're sending money through money orders, cashier checks, or physical cash, you need to pay 1% federal excise tax. And also, if you are running a business, we are tied up with a Chase Bank now through one of our investment company. We are like on average, we pay 2% as an exchange rate. You don't realize it. Market rate is $85, but they might banks will go give only $83. 1-2% they will eat. Now because of the transactions volume, one of the startup company tied up with a Chase Bank, and they're getting almost less than 1%. At least minimum savings would be 1% on this transaction. If you are sending money to India every month, definitely reach out to me. I will help you to connect the person, and they are already tied up with the Chase Bank, and you should be able to get much better trades. So if you are an IT company, every month you might be sending money to India, so you will be wasting a lot of money. If you're sending $100,000 every month, I personally, like example, IAG FinTax, we send more than $100,000 every month. Every month when we send it, if I'm saving 2%, it is $2,000 every month I'm saving on the bank charges, which people don't realize it. That's what it is. But if anyone wants those connections, please let me know. Next, Section 179 is a big change again. If you are buying any equipment for your business, like example, you have a commercial property, you are buying HVAC equipment, or otherwise you are having a dentist hospital, dental clinic, all this clinical, the instruments, whatever you are buying, everything is deductible. Earlier, it was not the case. Now it is completely deductible up to $4 million of value. Like example, if you are having a restaurant, if you spend a lot of money on the kitchen equipments, technically you are supposed to be capitalize it and write it off, depreciate it. But now up to $4 million, one shot, you can write it off all your expenses, all your equipment investments. Really a great change. And also one of the biggest change in this act is bonus depreciation. This one slide is going to create a big momentum in real estate market. If you're already in the real estate will continue to boom now because of this one slide, 100% bonus depreciation. It means whatever investments you are doing, generally any property or any asset will be depreciated over life of the asset. Like example, if you're buying a residential house for investment property, it will be depreciated over 27.5 years. If you're buying a commercial property, 39 years. But any asset which is less than 20 years of lifetime can be depreciated in the year 1. That is called bonus depreciation. 100% bonus depreciation. So entire money, like example, if you are buying a residential house, you can go for cost segregation. That means if you're buying a residential house will be depreciated over 27.5 years. But now what they say is you can split the house value into multiple buckets, because carpet will not come for 27 years, rooftop will not come for 27 years, garage door will not come for that long. So you can, through a cost segregation study, you can split the value into multiple buckets, and anything less than 20 years, flat tax deduction in the year 1. A great thing. This one difference is going to create a lot of depreciation benefits are going to get. That's why people started, like if you're buying a car wash station, you are going to get a lot of tax deductions because of heavy equipment investments. So that's what I was talking about initial slides. If you are looking for any of those investments, submit a QR barcode in the bottom of the screen. We get a lot of tax smart investment strategies all the time. I will share with them. You can do your due diligence and you can invest. Then if you are a business owner, then these slides are for you. Next couple of slides. Generally, when we give 1099 to the service provider, if you are paying anything more than $600 to any service provider, you as a business owner, you have to give 1099 NEC, non-employee compensation. But now the $600 they increase it to $2,000. So then for the business purpose, if you are buying any business vehicle, if it is so more than 6,000 pounds, flat tax deduction on the year one. A big change for this year. If you are a business owner, like if you are buying a G-Wagon car, if you are a real estate agent, you have an income of $200,000 per annum. Just throwing an example. You bought G-Wagon car because you need a vehicle to go visit your properties, talk to your clients, meet the clients. So if the G-Wagon car on-road price is around $100,000, flat $100,000 deduction against your $200,000 of income. If you're a business owner, if you're thinking about buying a car, please buy before December 31st. Even on one day, also it's okay. Even you're buying on December 31st, you should be okay. But this one investment will save you a lot of money. Not investment, it's a investment of the vehicle, depreciable asset, but it has a lot of tax advantages on this. But how do you know all this is? This is what we do, tax planning for every client. All our clients, we do a pre-tax planning for all our individual clients. After filing taxes, we do a tax planning. Then we go through all these details. That's why we say that if you're still not at file taxes, you can use our services. Then, if you are developing any product or if you're planning to sell your company, please set up a C corporation because a new provision has come up, section 1202. What's happening is, in general, when you want to start a business, what we do? We go and set up an LLC and we try to do a lot of mess up there. We try to do on our own. We do mistakes. So a professional guidance is important because if you are a C corporation, if you sell the company after 5 years, you don't need to pay taxes on the capital gain for the 15 years of $15 million. If you're holding it for 3 years, 50% of the capital gain. 4 years, 75% of the capital gain. 5 years, up to $15 million, you don't need to pay taxes. But for that, you need to meet different conditions are there. And basic condition is C corporation. It should be C corporation. That is why a professional advice is very important when you want to start a business. People think, okay, setting up an LLC online, go and do it. No, that's what actually just to support the people. We charge only $99 for entire our consultation for that setting up an LLC. But what I'm trying to say is a professional guidance is required who can understand what is the need of the purpose of a entity, then guide you accordingly. Then R&D tax credit, innovation. If you are doing any innovation, these slides are for you. I know we are a lot of smart people are there. Even you or some of your friends are very smart who are developing a lot of things, creative ideas, innovation. If you are doing innovation, government is there for you to support your innovation. Whatever money you are spending on your innovation, 10% is for you. 10% government is giving back to you. Like example, you are developing an AI tool, which is very common now. Most of the IT people are developing AI tools. If you are developing an AI tool, you have 2 employees, each one is getting paid $100,000, $200,000 you are spending. 10% of the money, which is $20,000, government is coming giving you in the pocket, keeping in the pocket. Hey man, take this money. This money can be adjusted against your tax liabilities or payroll taxes. You may say that, Anil, I have a startup company and I develop the products, but I don't have any tax liability to adjust with tax credit. You can use this credit for the 20 years. 20 years you can use this credit if you have time to use. So if you don't claim it, you're losing it. How do you know whether are you applicable or not? You need to analyze the things. There is a lot of documentation is required. Sorry. There is a lot of documentation is required, and so it's very important to ensure that you are applicable, you are eligible or not. Once you're eligible, you can claim this. Then, and also generally, if you're incurring any when you are doing any innovation, the innovation can be anything. The innovation can be like example, you are running a restaurant. You are innovating to create a new recipe. Man, the money, whatever you are spending in creating that new recipe, you are getting a tax credit. If you are a designer, you are an architect, you are coming up with a new design methodology, new design, latest new design, your drawing, that also comes under innovation. You are running a biopharmacy, biotech or pharma industry. You are doing any clinical trials, R&D tax credits. Whatever money you are spending, government is giving 10% to you as long as you meet all those conditions. Great way. And also, like example, you are a tech startup, you are an AI company, software developer, robotics, hardware prototyping, and innovation. There is no limit. You prove that you are innovating, that is inventing something, creating a new process, improvising the processes. Take your 10% money from the government. If then estate planning. Estate planning is, in general, if something happens to us, when the next generation gets the money, they need to pay estate taxes up to 40%. What in India, if you are getting any asset in inheritance from parents to kids, tax free. But in the US, kids have to pay 40% in taxes. But there is a small limit there. Earlier, right now, as per the new act, it is going to be $15 million. 15 million. If anyone is giving more than $15 million to the next generation, they need to pay estate taxes. Kids need to pay estate taxes. Each parent can give 15 million. But it is not a combined automatic. The unit will have a AB trust to combine husband and wife assets. But otherwise, each parent can give $15 million. Very important to have a will and trust. If you don't have those planning, and if you are more than $5 million net worth, trust me, right now you may think you may not touch $15 million. This $5 million will cross all your limits in the next 20, 30 years. If you already have more than $5 million of net worth, my strong recommendation is talk to me once. I will guide you what is to be done. Because you are thinking you built a lot of wealth, but by the time it goes to the kids, you may not get the money, what you were thinking about. Because there is a 40% taxes on the money, whatever you are giving to them. So a planning is required. There is an estate tax planning is there. There is a lot of opportunities are there. How do you save taxes? Different types of trusts we can create. We work with multiple company owners. We work with multiple attorneys to help our clients. And I'm happy to help you to connect with one of the good attorney. And Anil, how do you know all these activities, traditions? That is why you have to build a strong team. Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Donald Trump, they are not CPAs, they are not tax professionals, but they're not paying taxes. What the reason is? They build the team. Even in your company, if you have a strong team, the productivity is high. That is why very important to identify the right team who can help you on the things, who can think for you, who can work for you, who can stand for you. That is why AZ Fintech stands for you. If you are looking for anything about money, reach out to us. I am very highly connected with US wide. I'm happy to connect with multiple people. If you're looking for investments, I'm happy to connect. If you're looking for a small bookkeeping, I'm happy to do. If you're setting up a company, I'm happy to do. And if you're doing a tax planning, we do that. Everything. I have a big team of doing it. Big team of CPAs, chartered accountants, other finance professionals. I'm happy to do it. And if you're a self-employed or a business owner, definitely there is an opportunity for you to save taxes. Schedule a meeting with me. Of course, we started charging $49 for my time, because what happens, I used to give for free every time. People don't join for the meetings because it's a free meeting, right? They say that they schedule the meeting. I'll be waiting on the Zoom like this, but they don't even join the meeting. They say that they forgot the meeting. They got stuck at the meetings. If they are hospital, they said that they're busy with the client. They got some emergency cases. All the stories of teams. So we charge $49 for my time if anyone wants to talk. But this $49 also will be adjusted if you're signing up for the tax planning services. But I'm happy to help you either on tax filing also. If you're looking for tax filing services, I'm happy to work on that also. And thank you very much. And if you're looking to send money to India with a much better exchange rate, reach out to me. I'm happy to help you on those connections also. If anyone has any questions, I'm happy to take it up. We can take a couple of questions also to who can unmute and talk also.
Yeah, if anybody have any questions, just put it in chat box so that I can hear to.
There is one question from Vishwanath Garu. International remittances. If you are getting money from India, so because as long as your money you are moving from India to here, okay, there are no taxes. Ravi, can you please share the side deck? This is being telecasted on YouTube live, I believe. You can watch this. Correct, Manigar, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, it's live on YouTube.
Correct, sir. Okay, you can watch the recording later on the YouTube also if required. And otherwise, you share this recording link with all your friends and families. These are completely brand new provisions, whatever I discussed for the last 45 minutes. It was never there. So definitely it would be helpful to many of your friends and families. So please share this link with your friends and families. It will be very helpful. Yep. Any more questions? They can unmute and ask me also.
You're asking for your office contact number.
Yes, you can see all my contact details in the bottom of the screen. You can take a simple screenshot of my boring face. Later, you can see in the bottom of the screen some contact details.
Anil, you mentioned about donations to non-profit or 501c3, but you said like 1,000, 2,000. Can you elaborate a little more on that?
Yes, sir. So generally, whatever donations we do, generally you don't get a tax deductions if you are filing a standard tax return. If you're filing itemized, you get to enjoy the tax deductions. Now, with this new law, even though you're a standard deduction, still you can donate $2,000 and you can enjoy the tax deductions. So whatever money you are donating, you enjoy the tax deductions up to $2,000.
But if it is itemized, there is no limit, right?
Itemized, there is no limit, no limits. Sorry, there is a limit of up to 60% of your AGI, adjusted gross income. Yeah. Ramu. What is the difference between Trump's accounts compared to the other accounts? Good questions, Ramu Garu. So this is like a 529, like let me put this way. First major difference is if your child is born between 2025 and 2028, they are going to get $1,000 extra, number one. Number two, if it's a 529 account, you have to use the money only for the education. But now this money can be used even to start a business, to buy a house, and also education. And also there are limitations. I mean, the money can be invested only in the stock market or ETF funds only. So there is this controlled environment to protect the principal. They cannot take high risk investments because the money has to be used for the kids' education. So those are the changes. Those are the what do you call the differences. How to enroll these differences? Okay, so Ramugaru, as of now, we are yet to get all those details, but this is a new act. Generally, they release a new law. Where to open, when to open, how to open, we are yet to get some details on that, sir. Yeah. If I have a staffing company, I want to buy a used 5X or used Model X, okay, 40,000. Which one will you recommend? Any red flags? Okay, used X5 or okay, Model X. Okay, sir. Absolutely no red flags at all. Those, if as long as you can prove that there is a business need of a car. Like as a CEO, you need to go meet clients, meet employees, or maybe you need to travel. You can buy the car. You can use the used car. Still, you can enjoy all those tax benefits. And Model X and XY both come under more than 6,000 pounds, I believe. If you're buying for Model X, model is both are same, sir, but you will not get any tax. You will not get any what you call tax credits. You will not be getting because this is a used car in your scenario. So yeah, you can buy anything. Yeah, as long as you need to ensure that there are more than 6,000 pounds, then you can enjoy the tax deductions. I believe X5 is also 6,000 pounds, but double check once. Look for GVB or gross vehicle weight WR, gross vehicle weight ratio, GVWR. That is what important. Look for a model BMW X5 GVWR weight, then you will understand. If it's more than 6,000 pounds, it will help. R&D tax credit, if you expense it previous years, how does it work? Okay, sir. Tax credit, if you already expensed it, okay, there are two things. Tax credit is different. 174 section expenses are different. Tax credit is whatever money you spend, yes, you expense it, but still government is going to give you 10% credit. But section 174 expense, you're supposed to capitalize it. But if you're not capitalize it, it's okay. What you can do, you cannot do anything right now. But right now, as per the new law, under section 174, all expenses also can be, you don't need to capitalize, you can spend it. So how to prove R&D project? Okay, Tamagar, there's a lot of documentation as required. We have an exclusive dedicated team, exclusive work on R&D tax credits. a non-Indian team is working on this. They're in Dallas. The team, our team is in Dallas. Our team is in Dallas. So if you need any complaint, any consultation, just send an email to us. I will connect with my team. They will analyze all the details. They will do a small interview type of discussion. They will have. Then they can confirm whether are you really eligible for R&D or not. Such. Okay, Wellington HOA. Okay. Are solar credits expiring in this year? New bill? Yes, sir. Okay, solar credits I didn't cover because we don't have time. Yes, sir. September 30th, the solar credits are expiring. Okay, Jagdish. Hello, Anil Garu. Are property taxes tax deductible? And if there are multiple properties, can mortgage interest on the rental property be tax deductible? Jagdish, I'll split into multiple things. You have multiple questions. Number one. Property taxes on your primary home is deductible only if you are filing itemized tax return. Number two, there are multiple properties. Can mortgage interest on the rental property be tax deductible? Answer is yes. There is no limit. Your property taxes and interest payments, mortgage interest, are completely deductible if it's a rental property. If it's a primary property, primary house where you are living, there is a limit of interest loan amount of $750,000, and property taxes are deductible, or mortgage interest is deductible up to $750,000 of loan only if you are filing itemized. Otherwise, no. Can I contribute Trump account if the beneficiary is a grandchild? Answer is yes, Sridhar. Yes, you can do it. Is the tax law applicable for this year? Okay, answer is yes, sir. Yes, most of the scenarios are yes, but there are some clauses are from 2026. So just ensure that that is right for you. But most of my presentation today are applicable for today, for this year. But there are some for 2026 also.
Anil, I think solar is up to end of this year, right?
The end of this year. I think there are some changes are there, sir. Yes, sir. But this year, September, there are some are sunsetting on September, some are by this year end, sir. Yeah. Will I get a 100% deduction for the improvements of the rental house or only for the short-term rental? Ramki, you will get 100% depreciation deductions if it is an improvement. So on your rental properties. Venu, my father-in-law is an US citizen. He has an income in India and USA. He needs help with tax filing for 2020. Of course, yes, sir. I am a chartered accountant from India. Anything about India, I work with PricewaterhouseCoopers there. I'm an expert on the subject there. So definitely I should be able to help you. Please reach out to me. It is very common for me that India, US, both we handle it. But yeah, if we have under 5 million, do you say we don't need a trust account? Kotegar, no, sir, I don't say that. What I say is if you have more than 5 million, you need extra cautious. But whether you only have $100,000 of income or you have $100,000 of net worth, you need to have will and trust. Those are mandatory. If your income is more than $5 million, there are new trusts. In the trust, there are multiple trusts are there. GRAT, SALT, and also there are premium accounts. There are different trusts are there. Those are recommended for the HNIs, high net worth individuals with more than $5 million of property. Or other, there are different parameters are there. If you are just simple average person, you don't need to worry about it. You just need to have a living trust. Excellent. Thank you. మణి గారు మీ పని కూడా నేను చెప్పేసాను. మీరు ఇబ్బంది పెట్టడం ఇష్టం లేక నేనే చదివేసా.
Anil Garu, I have one question. This is Anudeep from Philadelphia.
Please, sir. Yes,
so like I'm like a single, unmarried. Like I have like some. ఇప్పుడు నేను నా ప్యాక్ నాకు మొత్తం మీద 80K వస్తుంది. So what is the best way I can save from taxes?
Good question, sir. You can save. You can contribute $23,500 into your 401k. You can contribute HSA $8,550. Sorry, $4,700 approximately. You can contribute to HSA. You can contribute IRA $7,000. There itself, you are gone $35,000 completely tax savings.
Okay, so
and after all,
from the salary, అంటే ఇప్పుడు వచ్చే salary నుంచి ఇవన్నీ పక్కకు పెట్టుకుంటే నాకు 30,000 tax పడుతుంది.
30,000 కూడా మళ్ళీ 20. You don't need to pay taxes on the first $12,000, $15,000 standard deduction. 80,000 లో 15,000 is out. 65,000 మిగులుతుంది. 15,000 వరకు యూ డోంట్ నీడ్ టు పే టాక్సెస్ ఫస్ట్. 65,000 మిగులుతుంది. $65,000 $23,500 H401k HSA అంటే సేవ్ చేసుకోవాలి సార్. మనీని సేవ్ చేయాలి. ఓన్లీ వెన్ యూ సేవ్ ద మనీ యూ ఎంజాయ్ ద ట్యాక్స్ డిడక్షన్స్.
ఓకే. లైక్
Mm-hmm.
ఇవి అన్ని అట్లా ఎన్రోల్ అవ్వాలంటే హూ ఇస్ ద బెస్ట్ పర్సన్ టు గైడ్ దీస్ థింగ్స్? లైక్
401k మీ కంపెనీలోనే ఉంటుందండి. మీ ఎంప్లాయరే ఉంటాడు. 401k
Okay.
HSA బోత్ ఆర్ ఎంప్లాయర్స్.
సో లైక్ ఫ్యూ కంపెనీస్ ఇప్పుడు నేను 401k కి ఇప్పుడు నా సాలరీ నుంచి 10% వేస్తే వాళ్ళు కొద్దిగా గ్రాంట్ మ్యాచింగ్ చేస్తారు కదా. అంటే
Correct.
ఇప్పుడు మా కంపెనీ ఎంత దాకా కొన్ని కంపెనీస్ మీరు 5% వేసారనుకో. ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ నేను ఒక $200 వేస్తే కొన్ని 100% మ్యాచ్ చేస్తాయి. కొంచెం ఒక అమౌంట్ వరకు ఉంటుంది.
Yes, I know.
అది ఆ కంపెనీ హెచ్ఆర్ తో మాట్లాడి డీటెయిల్స్ తీసుకోవాలంటారా?
నా ఉద్దేశం ఏంటంటే వాళ్ళు ఎంత కాంట్రిబ్యూట్ చేసినా సరే డజన్ మ్యాటర్ అండి. స్టిల్ యూ జస్ట్ గో అండ్ కాంట్రిబ్యూట్ $23,500. ఎందుకంటే ఆ
per year.
23,000 per year అందామే యు ఆర్ ఎంజాయింగ్ 20% ట్యాక్స్ సేవింగ్స్ డైరెక్ట్లీ ఫ్లాట్ 10-15% మీకు ఇక్కడ ట్యాక్స్ మిగిలిపోతున్నాయి కదా. వాడు ఎంత ఇస్తాడు అని తెచ్చుకోమనండి. మీ కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్స్ చేసిన దానికి మీకు ట్యాక్స్ సేవింగ్స్ వచ్చేస్తాయి.
ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ యువర్ ఆన్సర్స్.
యా, థ్యాంక్ యూ. ఏదో క్వశ్చన్స్ వచ్చాయి.
Few more questions.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. 15 million inheritance has to be done one time or over the time. It can be over time, but in the lifetime, 15 million is the limit. Lifetime, 15 million is the limit. If we sell a property in India, how the TDS is calculated? Any suggestions for the repatriation, and do you have to pay taxes in US? Very good question. We have done some few webinars on repatriation of funds from India to here through TTA. You can look at our YouTube channel for the previous recording. But otherwise, however, in simple summary, if you are selling a property in India, you need to pay taxes in India. After that, you can bring back the money from India to US. Whether you bring or not, you need to pay taxes in India. And in US, you have to report it. Report means in the tax center, you have to show it. Yes, I sold the property for this price. This is what my capital gain. And you get an international tax credit for the money, whatever you paid in India. So that means you can adjust that money, whatever the tax liability you have in US. You can adjust, man, I already paid so much of money in taxes. You can adjust that money. But there is no double taxation. We have a double tax avoidance agreement between US and India. So in simple terms, whether you bring the money or not, you have to file taxes in India, you have to file taxes in US, you have to disclose in both the places. And of course, yes, if you need any help there, of course, they withhold the taxes now. Right now, they are withholding 12% because of the new tax rules. And if you need any help there, we have a big team of chartered accountants in India. We can help you on the entire process of working with the bank, getting the money from India to here. We can help you. I'm a self-employed. How can I contribute to HSA? Sir, when you have a self-employment, you might have an insurance policy, health insurance. Then based on your insurance policy, you might be eligible for the HSA. Please look into that. Is 401k better than Roth IRA? Is 401k better or Roth IRA is better? Out of the entire tax act, Roth IRA is one of the best way to invest. But 401k, you have a free money matching. Contribute to 401k till you match to the employer is doing the match, maybe 5%, 6%. Then contribute to the Roth IRA. If you still have more money, come back to the 401k. That is the plus. My into plan is HSA plan insurance. My individual plan is an HSA plan insurance. Yes. Then definitely you should be able to contribute to HSA. How the self-employed can contribute to 401k? Very simple, Ramagaru. You can open a 401k account. It's called a solo 401k. You can open it and you can do it. Yeah. I think I already crossed the time, sir. Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
Thank you, Anil.
Okay. If anyone has any more questions, feel free to send an email to me. You can see all my contact details. Only thing is you have to take a screenshot of my face. So, but you can get it and you can see the contact details. Yeah. And if you need any help, we are there for you. Okay, if you need any problem, any challenge, anything, whether US or India, any challenges about the money, reach out to me. I'm happy to help you. Yeah. And thank you very much. Thanks for this opportunity, Mani Garu, Naveen Garu, to our entire leadership team. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks to the TTA.
Thank you, Anil Garu.
Thank you so much.
So, Mani,
Okay.
to say thank you, vote of thanks, or
థ్యాంక్ యూ అనిల్ గారు. అండ్ చాలా బాగా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేశారు. ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే విల్ రీచ్ అవుట్ టు యూ.
Thank you.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks, everyone. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.